and I'm playing the mum, Phyllis. I think it's a very well-written script. I think it's really interesting. It's very atmospheric, and I'm really impressed by it, and want to support young women who are clearly incredibly talented and who are trying to make their first film, which is cool in my book.
Whenever you read the script, like people were saying, like it is quite dark whenever you read it on your own, but when hearing it out loud, it feels like as if there's a lot of humour and stuff in it. So there's a lot of surprises came out, I think, today. But yeah, it was good to hear it all for the first time. I think people seem quite happy with it, so it's good. Well, I think whenever you read a script like that, I think like the story itself was great, and you just read through the script for the first time. It was one of those things you immediately like, I want to do this, and I thought could have a bit of fun with the character of Colin. You could really sort of do a lot sort of physically and sort of mentally with it. So I think there's a lot of challenges in there. I kind of always look for a challenge. So I think this one will definitely present challenges in many forms. Battling the elements up in Mull.
Such an intense reading, such an intense role, yeah, it's beautiful. Reading it out loud was exhilarating because I was acting it really for the first time, even though I was just sitting down. So that's always really intense. You don't know what's going on, how things are going to affect the other actor and the air around you, really. The script itself is just magnificent, and hearing it all come together was just startling because it's quite moving. Yeah.
I finally worked out who killed Phyllis. I've been confused by that for ages. I had a feeling it was Jade Barman.
Anything for you?
It was really nice to see it coming alive. It was really nice to hear Natalie bringing Nikki out a little bit, to hear Colin, vocalising Callum and giving some emotion to the characters was really nice. Again, Phyllis was really a revelation as well. I think I probably imagined Phyllis as something completely different, and it was just really interesting to hear more human Phyllis than I had imagined. I imagined Phyllis to be a bit more evil in some way than I like. No, it was really nice, really nice. Just becomes more of a human story now rather than just a fairy tale story.
What are you doing here?
Yep, today we are meeting with Natalie to go through hair and makeup and costume before we go up tomorrow to Scotland and lose our chance. And so we've been talking about hair colour because she's got her hair bleached at the moment and she needs to get that re-dyed before we can add new colour onto it. So it's quite a sort of chemistry kind of procedure.
But maybe coming up a little bit towards the end, and she starts to think about the seduction of both Callum but also the island factor as well, isn't it? But there's a nice amount of red in it. Kind of works naturally with your face a bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then we've got, that's changing, and then makeup. She's also playing herself at 16, so she's going to have different makeup for that. As when she's 16 as her age now. And we're also doing costume all in one fell swoop. So it's about, we've been sponsored by Bench, so we're putting her in some Bench stuff.
I think that's very her as well, isn't it? It's really good. Yeah. Really like that. Yeah.
Colour's much better.
Definitely.
Let's take this. Just what we can do is just have a look afterwards.
Right, Chloe, who are you?
I'm Chloe, I'm doing makeup.
Cool.
Yeah, we had a look at doing the scar stuff, for fight scenes and all that kind of thing. Just trying to find a hair colour for the wigs and stuff. So it's all going to plan. Stressful, we're going on plan. It's got a couple of days. We're going up on Tuesday, so we've got a lot to do. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So we've just been spending a couple of days rehearsing with Janet and Natalie, which has been really nice. Talking through accents with Natalie and motivations really for Janet for some of the main confrontation scenes. So it's been really good, really finally creative, finally doing what we're supposed to be doing, which is directing. But this is low budget, so it's still full surface for us too.
Bye, Beth. See you tomorrow.
See you later.